Good afternoon, students. We are going to discuss about copy constructor. So, copy constructor means parameterized constructor is used to give values to the objects. So, constructor is a function. Every function is having return type, function name, and argument list. If arguments are there, then we call it as parameterized constructor. If no arguments are there, then we call it as default constructor or zero argument constructor. If only one argument is there, that is, it will copy the value of object which is already existing, then we will call copy constructor. You can see why do we use the copy constructor in which cases. So to initialize an object, initialization means giving value to an object which is already existing object itself. So existing object's value we are copying to the present object, that we call it as copy constructor. Now second situation where we are going to use is when objects must return as function values. So those objects we are going to return as function values, then we are going to use copy constructor to state objects as by value parameters of a function. You know, pass by value and pass by reference. In that case also we are going to use copy constructor. So copy constructor, it will take only single argument and only single, and the type is class type. What the class type is, constructor type also same. Now you can see the syntax and example. Left hand side you can see under public the header is different. When you are studying this constructor, students, you have to write down the syntax example of copy side by side, default constructor side by side, parameterized constructor. All these three constructors syntax one place, all these three constructors examples one place. Now under public section you can see class name ampersand ptr. So now if you come this side, right hand side under example, under public you have number, and after that open the bracket, int n, close the bracket, that we call it as arguments. If you observe class number, if you observe class number, class name is number, under under public also number is there. If class name and function name is same, we call it as constructor. If only one argument is there, copy constructor. Under number int n, you can see a is equal to n, and second one you can see number, open the bracket, number ampersand x. That is how we are going to give copy constructor. So x dot a is, so x is ptr. From there we are taking the value of a and initializing to a. Now you can see clearly copy constructor is not invoked explicitly. Explicit means we need to mention a statement to call it. Second one, copy constructors are invoked automatically when a new object is created. Okay, when a new object is created, we are going to call it. And the main theme is copy the existing values, then we are going to use the constructor. Now you can see clearly in how many different ways we can give copy constructor. If you observe the first example, xa, a1, that is default constructor. Xa2 is equal to a1. A1 value we are copying to a2. X is class name. For that we have an object here. When a new object is declared and the existing object is passed as a parameter constructor, we are going to use. Parameterized constructor is a1 100 comma 200. If you observe, two parameters are there. Copy constructor a2 of a1 means a1 value we are copying to a2. This is a different way. If you observe in this slide, there are different ways to give copy constructor. It is very easy, not at all complicated, students. Now when an object is passed to a function using pass by value, copy constructor is automatically called. So pass by value and pass by reference is there. In pass by value, directly we will give value to the object. In that case, we are going to call copy constructor. So copy constructor is invoked when an object returns a value. When an object should give a value, then we are going to call copy constructor. Now you can see clearly. Now you can see clearly constructor overloading. Overloading means same function name but different number and types of arguments. That we call it as overloading. Now depending on number and type of arguments, which one should be selected is decided by the compiler. Now you can see overloading here. Observe the public. Before you observe the public, after class word you see a word called simple interest. Under public you can see simple interest of, again simple interest of, two times it is there. Now the first one is default constructor and the second one is parameterized constructor. In default constructor, after simple interest, you don't have any values in the brackets, whereas for parameterized constructor, it consists of values inside that. Now you can see overloading concept. Simple interest is the class name. We created two objects, SI1, SI2, and three values are given, PTR. Now SI1.compute, compute is function name. We are calling first function, and with the second object also we are calling the first function. Next one is destructor.